recently I've had a few people asking me if I snack and what I snack on if I do whilst I'm on a diet. Yes, I do snack, and this video is just gonna be a list of my top 5 favorite things to snack on whilst on a diet that doesn't break my diet, still fits my macros, still fits my diet, isn't like super high in carbs, so it'll fit my like low/intermediate carb days, and it works. Number 1 is sugar-free jelly, and this stuff is absolutely amazing if you're dieting. It's basically just jelly with no sugar in, sugar-free jelly. So there is 0 carbohydrates in this whole thing. I did make one yesterday to show you guys. I made it in like a really pretty jelly mold, so it looks like I'm a sick jelly maker, but this happens. The macros in these are absolutely amazing. All of this per packet is about 35 calories, 9 grams of protein, 0 grams of carbs, so pretty much all protein and barely any calories in it at all. The main thing is that it fills you up. So it fills you up without putting loads of calories inside you if you're starving and hungry. But this has been an absolute game changer for me. Right, number 2. This isn't low carb as such, but it is a great source of carbs. So you can get the whole grain ones, that's what I get, whole grain bagels. I like the New York ones, different brands in different countries obviously, but they're all gonna be pretty similar. Okay, you can get the normal bagels, which are fairly high in carbs and calories. The normal ones are about 250 calories and about 40 or 50 grams of carbs, which is great when you're bulking because that's pretty calorie dense. But they've also come with these things called thins. So it's basically a bagel, but it's just got less in it, so it's thin. I don't know how they've done this, but the macros are really good. Per bagel is about 100 calories, 25 grams of carbohydrates, and around 5 grams of protein. So all of this only has 100 calories in it. And it's complex carbohydrates as well. So I think there's about 4 grams of sugar in the whole thing. So the only sugar in this is likely to be from the raisins. In terms of macros, great as well. Tastes really good. What I like to do is, because they're quite expensive when I'm a student, put them in the freezer. Then I want them, I'll just take them out of the freezer, stick them in the toaster with some light, like low-fat margarine. These are really good. They taste great. Or you can just stick them in the microwave for like 30 seconds and then they come out and they're all doughy, like it's like eating a donut basically. Number 3 on my list of my things that I like to snack on whilst dieting. A few of you could turn your nose up at this, and don't get me wrong, I did too before I tried it. And that is biltong, which is basically just beef jerky, but this stuff is absolutely insane. I used to never eat jerky, never like anything like that, but this is biltong, so I think it's the maybe South African equivalent of jerky, and it's basically cooked in different ways. Instead of being like really hard firm meat like jerky, this stuff is like really, it's more soft and tender, and the flavor is insane, and the macros are insane as well. So if you're lactose intolerant or don't like protein shakes, or just want to change, like having one of these post-workout, the macros are better than protein shakes. 22 grams of protein, 1.5 grams of fat to absolutely no carbs in these as well. I highly rate it, I highly recommend it. You can get 10% off with a discount code. I think it comes to about £1.40 per packet. I'm sure if you wanted to try it and you're interested in getting some, if you go drop BFit an email, put a link in the description, and say something like, yeah, I watched Mo's video, show me BFit, and could I try a pack please? I'm sure they'll post you out a packet to try. And once you try this, it is freaking great. Actually solid. If you want to try a packet, let me know down in the comments and I'll give away a couple of packets from my personal stash. I don't have that much, I only get like a box for a few months. Obviously it doesn't have to be BFit, but BFit is the best macros in the game and it's biltong. I'm not a massive fan of jerky, but Billy Frank's they're called, sent me some of these. But they do turkey jerky, haven't tried that yet, that looks mental. Some super hot stuff and fajita flavor as well, which is very good. So yeah, very good in terms of low carbs. Again, another thing I used to turn my nose up to. Number 4 on my top 5 things to eat while dieting. Rice cakes. I always used to be like, don't like rice pudding, because rice isn't meant to be a pudding, is it? Rice is to eat with meats and stuff. And then rice isn't meant to be a cake either. So I didn't actually think I liked these until I tried them. The caramel flavor is absolutely insane and the macros to it are fairly good as well. So the caramel and the flavor are the ones with the highest macros in, but they also taste the great. Taste the greatest. So you can get cheese flavor, you can get savory flavors like salt and vinegar. I like all those, but the caramel one is hands down the best. They're not calorie dense, okay? So you can eat a lot of them and not get a lot of calories from them. Again, it fills you up without going over your calories. Per rice cake, it's only like 50 calories, around 10 grams of carbs, and pretty much no protein, pretty much no fat. But that is amazing. It's all gonna be sugar as well, so it's quick release, simple carbs. So I normally smash a few of those straight after I work out, just like my insulin levels. And yeah, it can't go wrong with those. Highly recommend trying them as well. My 5th and final favourite snack on the list of my top 5 favourite snacks to eat while starting is protein bars, specifically low carb protein bars. I know I've said everything's a game changer, but this is a game changer. If it has to be one thing, well, 2 things, I'm gonna say the BFit and the Grenade Carb Killer bars are an absolute game changer. I never used to buy protein bars or anything like that. I just never bothered with it at all, just because for one, they're fairly expensive. Don't get me wrong, these are not cheap. And two, I just never thought I needed it, and they tasted like absolute crap. But these things taste amazing, and what's even more amazing, if they somehow manage to get no carbs in these things. So it's like a caramel chocolate-like chocolate bar. It just tastes like a chocolate bar, and the macros are phenomenal. In one of these, there's 25 grams of protein, 1.5 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. In terms of calories, it's just above 200 calories, but super high in protein and absolutely no carbs. It tastes just like a chocolate bar. I do not know how they do it. So for me, these are an absolute must when dieting. Like, zero carbohydrates, it just makes it so much easier to control your carbohydrate intake. So I'll get these from Muscle Food, or I'll get these from Amazon and look for deals occasionally. Other protein bars I like to eat, I'll just do one more low carb one, which I only discovered the other day, is this. In one of these, it's about 15 grams of protein, 4 grams of carbs, and probably around 8 fats, I guess. I can't really remember. But these are a good low carb alternative to these ones because they're cheaper. They basically just taste like a Bounty, like one of those coconut bars. They're very coconutty, but with dark chocolate. They also do the grenade ones. Do you just want me to do a review on protein bars? I will do one on protein bars soon if you want, but I don't want to go too into protein bars too much. But anyway, from Muscle Food, these two are my favourites. 0 carbs, 4 grams of carbs in terms of low carb. That is my top 5 snacks to eat whilst dieting. I always do this, I just want to have a little chat at the end of the video. Big things happening this weekend. Going up to Liverpool this weekend for Nathan's comp. So he's got the UK BFF, which is the United Kingdom British top 3 in that. I think he can get into the Arnold Classic or something like that, and it will be an absolutely sick weekend. I've been very, very ill this week. I basically got what I think is E. coli poisoning from eating some bad chicken, and I was so ill. We tried to phone an ambulance at like 3 in the morning, but no one came. I've had a few blood tests as well because I've got a bit of blood and protein in my pee, which isn't good because the kidney's meant to stop that. And yeah, but I'm all better now. I lost about 10 pounds in one night. I was very ill and I thought I was going to die, and I'm just getting back on track on that. I'm not meant to train until my next doctor's appointment, and then I'll see what he says in a month's time. So I'm not training for a month, double negative. I'm not training. You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm back training now, but this medication I've been on has made me look absolute crap in terms of water retention. I was only eating what I could, so I was just eating really, really high density carby food just to get my energy levels back up. So I put on fat, lost size, and I'm just feeling a bit crap, to be honest. I'm back in the gym, back on my diet, just want to get shredded again, and I'm slowly bringing that bulk. As always, if you made it to the end of the video, add me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. I post a lot of stuff up to Instagram and Snapchat especially. Comment what you want to see. This video was requested by one of you. Request videos and I'll make them. Tell me what you want to see, tell me what you don't want to see, and it will make me happy to make you guys happy because you will be seeing the right stuff. I've had a comment a few weeks ago as well, someone saying they want to see a chest workout because their chest was lagging. I will do that. If you're in Liverpool and you watch my stuff and you want to train, give me a shout. Anyway, that's that. Cheers.